Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Todd and Odums, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by Coca-Cola, Louisiana Lottery, Cox Communications, Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, McLean Financial Group, Communities of Color Network, the Louisiana Campaign for Tobacco-Free Louisiana, and Jerry Lane Enterprises. Hello and welcome to the Jaguar Football Show, Week 5 edition, here with Coach Todd and Odums. We're live at the End Zone located at 6224 Plank Road. Of course, we always invite you out to come talk a little Southern Jaguar football with Coach and I after we shoot the show and enjoy some of the hospitality of the End Zone staff. Coach, great win for the Jaguars on Saturday night, 34-24 over the Prairieview Panthers. Coach, one of the things that I noticed was that your running backs, they kind of took control of the game and really grinded out the clock and really made it happen for the Jaguar win.
Well, Zach, I really thought that Brackens got us off to a great start before he was injured, and Leonard Tillery, Leonard Tillery did an outstanding job of coming in and really running the ball hard, and O-line did a great job, so I was proud of that running game. Well,
we're going to jump right into highlights because we got a lot of them to show you guys. So we're going to get it off into it, Coach, and here we go. Bracken takes one for 10 yards, but he got hurt early, Coach.
Well, he did. He landed funny on his shoulder, but I tell you what, you can see the explosiveness in him. Got us in the end zone right there. Just a great run by a great young man.
Tillery takes one 36 yards up the gut. It was good to see Leonard come in and get a good score quickly. Jaguars put some pressure on the Prairieview Panthers, and ultimately the defense came to play, and they also put some pressure on the Panther D.
Well, Zach, if you can, they really came out, had a great opportunity to showcase, really how good they were, and they played really hard from start to finish, and I was proud of the defensive effort.
You saw the special teams. They had a great day for you, Coach, but then your secondary, with their first interception, they had a great day, which led to more points for the Jaguars. We look up with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and the Jaguars are up 10-0.
Yeah, exactly. I think Brian Anderson there with the interception, and, they came right back and they took it in and made it 10-7. But our guys stayed the course and had great game plans and great execution from the players.
Coach, you started Austin Howard, the true freshman, and he really showed himself to be a capable leader.
Well, he did a great job making great decisions, and when you run the football, it takes a lot of pressure off those young quarterbacks, and that's what the goal was, and we executed that, and I was just happy to see him make timely throws when we did happen to throw the football.
Here you see Sodden, Coach, get a wonderful punt down to the 1-yard line. Again, excellent special teams play, complemented by excellent defensive play.
Well, it all goes together. When you get the short field offense, put it in, special teams pinned them in deep, you got 3 and out there and got the ball back on the short field and was able to go down the field and get some more points.
Coach, big hits on both of those plays you saw there. They jarred the receiver, knocked the ball out, and, really just the secondary really played lights out for you. And there was a bunch of young guys, true freshmen even.
Yeah, true freshmen, redshirt freshmen and sophomore. We're young back there, but those guys are talented. When they get the reps, they definitely can get prepared and go out there and have great games.
There you see Austin Howard, the true freshman we just talked about. He takes one in. At this juncture, the score is 17-7. The Jaguars kick off, and again, special teams play, Coach. Good play here.
Well, it's a great job of booking them in. Got a good return right here by their team, but just make a play so we can live to play some more defense, and they did a great job of it.
Coach, that was a young man from Glen Oaks, Jonta Hebert, but as you come back into the play, you see the defense standing stout, getting some nice hits on the Prairieview offense.
Well, that's a great sack right there by Arthur Molly, and held them to a field goal, and that's what you want to do when you get in the red zone.
That's important when you're talking about football. Not 7 points, but 3 points. Prairieview kicks off, and Mr. Excitement, Willie Quinn, does his thing. Enjoy, folks. That kid is special, Coach.
Well, anytime he touched the ball, you know, he's probably the one player on our football team that believe he's going to score every time he touches it.
Love his attitude, love his effort. Pittman, back from knee injury. He's had a good day. Halftime, the score is 24-10. Coach, you looked good in the first half. You should have been real pleased with the effort the Jaguars gave you.
I was told him at halftime. Now, the time, you know, it flipped. Last year, we were up on them at halftime, but this year, we had the opportunity to be up. Now, we had to go finish the football game, and I was proud of the effort that they displayed in the second half.
As you saw, that was the second or third time of the game the Jaguars stopped drives in the red zone. Happened all night. When we come back, we'll look at the second half of the Southern University Prairieview game on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
This could be your year with the Saints Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawing for a chance to win the Saints Deluxe Fan Experience. Make this your year with the Saints Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $100,000.
Cox has doubled the speed of our internet, so we will stream with abandon.
We will shop online for colorful duct tape while streaming True Blood on HBO Go and watching random tutorials.
Watch the kale, please.
We will stream the game. No, we will stream the games.
We will watch a bunch of videos about peregrine falcons because they are the fastest animals alive.
We are
Cox customers.
And we are now
Twice as fast.
We are doubling internet speeds. Learn more today at cox.com/internet.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Champions know adversity. It's coded in their DNA. But when that defining moment arises, champions embrace adversity, then seek to conquer it. We are Jaguars.
Scholars.
Warriors.
Family. Champions.
And this is Southern.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Come out to the end zone, 6224 Plank Road. Hang out with us, talk a little SU football. Coach, second half, you come out 24-10. What do you tell your team at halftime to keep the momentum going and to keep the positive vibes going?
Well, you just got to go out and finish. You know, it's just one half. There's no reward for winning a half. You got to go out and you got to finish the football game and leave it all on the field.
Coach, we talked about Tillery in the first segment, but I got to give the young man his props. When we started this season, we were 5-6 deep at running back, but injuries had depleted the running back core. But Tillery stood tall, took a lot of punishment, but he kept grinding yards for the team.
Just a tough runner. You know, he definitely is trying to fight for every inch out there. He's run behind his pass, doing a great job with his vision. You know, I'm just happy for him. I told him just stay the course and, you know, your time will come. Just be ready when your opportunity presents itself.
Well, let's jump into second half highlights, Coach. We've got a few more to show the folks, and we kick it off. Speak of the devil, Leonard Tillery, ripping one for about 9 yards, mad because he didn't get a first down. Coach, again, the young man, freshman, Austin Howard, played a great game, gave the Jaguars poise. We just scored again. You can't say enough about him as he threw the ball to Dylan Beard, not a name we've heard a lot of.
Well, nah, young man, they came onto the program this year, walked on this summer. And now he's making some contributions, and that's what I was telling those guys as walk-ons, man. Just be ready. You never know when you go get your opportunity to make the best of it.
You saw a couple of great defensive plays there. We get the ball back. Howard goes to Coleman, and then the name we talked about most of the night, Leonard Tillery, grinding. I mean, he was literally a grinder all night. We get a field goal, score 34-10 at this juncture. Prairieview, Coach, at this point in the game, actually started to get a little momentum, Coach.
Well, they made a couple plays. They completed some balls, got some first downs, and was able to get a couple touchdowns late. It was a humid night, and we was on our last tank of gas.
Sodden gave you great field position all evening, Coach, with his punting ability. I was impressed with the young man, and special teams played lights out all night.
Well, they did. They did a great job of flipping the field, setting the offense up for opportunity to score, putting their offense behind, in field position. So gave the defense a great opportunity. So those are some of the things I think you got to do when you're trying to win football games. Is it all has to come together.
You saw Glen Oaks product, Abrad take one in from I think 62 yards out, but the Jaguars come back. We're on the move. Willie Quinn catches one for 27. Leonard Tillery, he gets us a first down on 4th and 1. And then Pittman actually misses one, doink off the field goal, Coach.
Well, yeah, this was the first time this year we made a field goal, so, he did an outstanding job for the most part, but we did come up a little short.
PV comes back as Lockett scores, but as you can see, they're back on the march. Our defense is standing stout. Coach, toward the end of the game here, some big plays by the Jaguar defenders to keep the Prairie View Panthers out of the end zone.
Well, Zach, that's what we told them. You got to go out and make plays. You got to finish the game, and those guys did a great job of that, just competing to the end.
I think on this play, Coach, they might get a sack on. Nope, this is the play, a good defensive play. I think we got a sack coming up here. Coach, how tall was the PV quarterback?
6'5".
6'5", big boy. Coach, you know what? PV had a great night throwing the ball. Unfortunately, their guys dropped a lot of passes, but when they did catch it, the Jaguar defenders put some leather on them, and that really, really set the tone all night long.
Well, we're just trying to come up with, I think every year as a coach, you have to sort of find out what your team can do and what they cannot do, and you got to try to put those guys in position to be successful, and we're adjusting ours as we go. We found something Saturday that worked. We stuck with it. We was able to come out of there with a win.
When we come back, we'll talk about the Cox Players of the Week and have the player interview on the Jaguar Football Show. Stay with us.
Did you know smoking and tobacco use damages nearly every organ in your body? Don't you think you deserve more than heart disease, lung disease, cancer? Stay away from the toxic chemicals of tobacco and smoking. Tobacco smoke hurts anyone who breathes it, including family and friends. Communities of Color Network supports a tobacco-free Louisiana.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
I saw a picture of myself and I couldn't believe that I was that big. Blue Cross helped me with my weight loss journey by providing me with the resources that I needed to live a healthier lifestyle. There's the Blue 365. They offer affordable gym memberships, and also they have weight management tools on there. I feel much better. I have a long journey ahead of me, but I feel that I've come a long way as well.
Promises made, promises kept. Jerry Lane is outstanding.
Jerry Lane, it's always been Jerry.
Service, selection, they've got it all.
You can count on Jerry Lane. Always lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Coach, it's that time of the show when we name our Cox Players of the Week, brought to you by the fine folks at Cox Communication. Coach, who were the Players of the Week?
Well, special teams, it was Willie Quinn. He had a 98-yard kickoff return, just an exciting young man. Offensively, Leonard Tillery had an outstanding day running the football again for us. And defensively, we had two linebackers, two walk-on linebackers when they first came to Southern, Demetrius Carter and Rashad Turner, who I thought played outstanding football for us.
Well, there you have them, the Cox Players of the Week. Congratulations, gentlemen. Coach, after the game, we caught up with Leonard Tillery, who had a great game, 136 yards and a touchdown, and Joe Dupree caught up with him and filed this report.
Todd, what a barn burner tonight as we're here at Prairieview at Blackshear Stadium for a historical game, because it's been decades since Southern played here, as our Southern University Jaguars comes out victorious 34-24. One of the stars of the night, Mr. Tillery right here, number 21, kicked it off when you first got the ball.
Yes, sir.
You went ahead and took it into the house. How are we looking as we go into continuous SWAC play?
We're looking really good, actually. A lot of people had doubts about our offensive line, but I knew they were going to be prepared for the night. We had some people go down because of ineligibility and because of injuries, but I knew coming out that Coach Bear was going to get them right. And Joseph coached us up and let us know that we were going to have to carry the bulk of the team tonight. So we came out and did a good job.
Well, one thing I can say, Mr. Tillery, is the whole time I was watching you during the game, you ran like a man on a mission. How you like this new offensive scheme with a lot of running, not as much passing this time?
Like I said, the offense last year was great, but the offense this year we're going to have to lean more on the run game until our quarterbacks get their feet in the game and start taking over. But right now, like I said, we're just taking over for Austin and Shorts until they get ready. And like I said, this is what we're going to do. We have the running backs. We have the offensive line to do it.
Well, you did a great play tonight. Continuously, the Jaguars are looking good. Our next opponent is Alcorn. As we play them in the reservation, are we ready for that match?
I believe so. We're going to come in Monday, and we're going to work hard. Tomorrow, we're going to see our injuries, see our MAs that we had, and we're going to make those corrections. Then Monday, we're back to work. Saturday, we have to be ready for Alcorn. I know it's going to be a tough opponent, but I believe we're ready.
You heard it right here first on the Jaguar Football Show.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Leonard. Coach, looking back at the ball game, Willie Quinn was my player of the game as far as big play of the night with that touchdown return right before the half. But actually, 3 big plays by your defensive secondary toward the end of the game, especially in the red zone. Big hit by Ledbetter. Really put the wood on the Prairie View Panthers player. Again, huge night by your secondary. You had to be pleased with their play.
Well, exactly. Especially last week, they had a lot of records set on us against Northwestern, who, it was hard on those guys having to go out there the day of the game and realize they were going to be starting. But, I'm happy everybody put everything behind them. The mindset of the football team is outstanding. We understand that it's time. This is what we play for. This is what they come to Southern for, opportunity to win championships in the SWAC. And that's what those guys did. They understand it's right now and never. So we don't have anything to hold back. We got to focus on our next opponent. We put this one to bed today, and, we're ready to move forward.
Coach, a lot of passes dropped by Prairie View, but they had a lot of yards gained. Their passing game was clicking. Actually, their receivers really let their quarterback down. Is that a concern for you, the fact that they actually had a great night passing the ball?
Well, it's football. What we try to do is, keep things in front of you. I think it's hard for teams to have to drive the football without making mistakes. And, dropping the pass is part of those mistakes. Penalties is another area. So, we play consistent, sound football. We try to keep it in front of us and make you earn everything you get. And we think we're good enough offensively to put points on the board. We think we're good enough on defense to keep guys out of the end zone. And at the end of the day, you look up at halftime, you got to lead, you end up winning a football game where all the phases, special teams, offense, and defense played well.
There you have it. When we come back, we'll look ahead to the Alcorn State Braves as we go up to the reservation to play the Braves. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums.
5 times, 10 times, 20 times, 50 times the cash. Get yours today from the Louisiana Lottery. Multiply your play.
Cox has doubled the speed of our internet, so we will stream with abandon.
We will shop online for colorful duct tape while streaming True Blood on HBO Go and watching random tutorials.
Watch the kale, please.
We will stream the game. No, we will stream the games.
We will watch a bunch of videos about peregrine falcons because they are the fastest animals alive.
We are
Cox customers.
And we are now
Twice as fast.
We are doubling internet speeds. Learn more today at cox.com/internet.
You don't have to understand the physics of flying to fly easy. Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Coach, this weekend we travel up to the reservation and play the Alcorn State Braves in Norman, Mississippi at Jack Spink Stadium. Coach, Alcorn, what do they like to do on offense and defense this year?
They like to spread the ball out offensively. You know, they had a running back by committee, quarterback who I think is one of the better quarterbacks in the conference, great wide receiver. So it'll be tough defensively. They're going to spread you out, come with pressure. They love to pressure you, and they go bring pressure. And, you know, it's going to be one of those games where if we can protect, get some time, I'll be some big plays.
Coach, Norman is always a tough venue for the Jaguars to play in. We, you know, lately have lost a few games up there. What is the mystique about playing at the reservation?
Really don't know. I just think you got to have the right mindset when you take your troops in there, and you know you got to block out your surroundings. You got to go compete, and you got to give yourself a chance to win the ball game on the road in the fourth quarter.
Coach, injury report. Once 4, 5, 6 deep running back core is now down to Tillery and a couple of folks that we've not heard of a whole lot. We had some real nice stalwarts, Bracken, Crockett, Jarvis, all these guys who were, you know, looking to put up big yards. They're all nicked up. What's the deal with the injury report, Coach?
Well, you know, it's tough on these guys. You know, I think some of these guys are nursing some injuries that you don't want to bring them back too early and they be out for the rest of the year. So we want them to get healthy, but the good thing about it, you know, we're early in our SWAC competition, so that we can start getting those guys back slowly. I really think that room will continue to improve.
Coach, I want to know, the Jaguar Nation wants to know, what's up with the certification issue? Are we going to be able to get stars back like McDuffie, King, Woodland, starters, guys who really were supposed to make an impact on the program this year? A guy like McDuffie who could possibly go pro. Are we going to get him back this year?
Well, you know, all we can do is coach the guys that are out there and try to get them ready to play, you know, and that's what we're trying to do to the best of our ability.
Well, there you have it from Coach. We're going to get out of this segment so we come back and close the show up. Stay with us on the Jaguar Football Show.
Did you know smoking and tobacco use damages nearly every organ in your body? Don't you think you deserve more than heart disease, lung disease, cancer? Stay away from the toxic chemicals of tobacco and smoking. Tobacco smoke hurts anyone who breathes it, including family and friends. Communities of Color Network supports a tobacco-free Louisiana.
To gain financial success, the first step is getting in the game with planning your retirement. With so much uncertainty in the financial world, it's crucial to have someone on your team that understands your financial goals and can navigate you to obtaining your dream to financial freedom. McLean Financial Group advises in many areas. We pride ourselves on strategic financial planning and serving our clients, a great combination to obtain financial freedom. Get in the game and let McLean Financial Group design your customized financial playbook and quarterback you to financial independence.
I'm self-employed with a small business. I've got a handful of employees, and part of my incentive package for them with their salary is that I cover their health insurance. I came across Blue Cross Blue Shield 15 years ago, and I've been with them ever since. Blue Cross has made a difference in my life and my employees' life by giving us the security of knowing that Blue Cross Blue Shield will stand behind us, whether something planned or something urgent. We have Blue Cross Blue Shield to back us up. That gives us peace of mind.
I'm driving all day long, so I need a car that I can rely on in a dealership I can trust.
And that's Jerry Lane.
It's always been Jerry.
Their customer service
is outstanding.
Get in the lane, get in the lane, get in the lane.
Jerry Lane keeps me and my family rolling.
Always lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Dawson Odums. Before we close tonight's show, Coach, the certification issue, I feel, has caused us a lack of depth. I saw it Saturday night as some of the players start to cramp up. Talk about the lack of depth, Coach, on your team, basically, especially on the defense, as it affects the team.
Well, because some of those guys that are out will be starters, so you're forcing to play your backups, and you're wearing down, as the game goes. So, we look forward to an opportunity to try to improve that depth. We got to get off the field a little bit more on defense. But, this is college football. These offenses go tempo, and you got to play a lot of guys to try to stay fresh. And, we got to have a play count on some of our starters, and we got to get what backups we got in and try to help those guys stay fresh into the fourth quarter.
Well, there you have it. Coach says the depth is an issue. Hopefully we can get those players back. Of course, we want to see everybody come up to, is it Spinks Kasem Stadium? I think it's named after our former coach and AD, Marino Kasem, as well. So it's Spinks Kasem Stadium up in Lorman, Mississippi. A nice, easy 2-hour drive up to the country through Clinton, and you're in Lorman, Mississippi. Coach, one of my favorite trips. But anyway, as we close out this week, as we always do, Coach,
Go Jags!